Hello students. Yesterday we have discussed electrostatic potential and their number of cases we have discussed, like what will be the electrostatic potential due to any point charge, or what can be the graph for that, and later we have seen the cases for electric dipoles, means what is the potential when we are taking any axial point, equatorial point or any zonal point, and some of the numerical problems we have solved there based on that. So later rest of the numerical problem we will solve at the end of the chapter, but or end of the topic, because this chapter is divided into two sections. One is electrostatic potential, second is capacitance. So after completing electrostatic potential as a whole topic, I'll discuss more numerical problem. So one conceptual problem we have, let's see that first, and after that I will discuss today what is equipotential surface. So question is given. There are two figures. First of all, let me draw that figure, then I will read it. So the figure are given for the positive and negative charges, some of the electric field lines. So these are the electric field lines that is given, and we know that in the positive case, electric field lines are directed in outward direction, and in negative case it is directed in inward direction. And there are 2 points given, that is P and Q, and in this there are also 2 points, that is A and B. Now let's read the question first. It is given figure A and B. Suppose this is figure A1, this is figure B. So the field lines of a single positive and negative charge respectively. So this single positive charge, negative charge, its electric field lines is given here. So there are number of questions based on this. So first question here, that is give the sign of the potential differences Vp minus Vq and Vb minus Va. So first question it is asked, what will be the sign for Vp minus Vq and this Vb minus Va. So this is our question here. So in this section, first of all, you have to know where the potential will be greater, and later in the equipotential surface also I will tell you what is the direction of actually the potential here. Simple, in this section, as we have discussed already, what will be the work done, what will be the potential. So let's see based on that first. This is the field of positive charge. So in the case of positive charge, as these field lines are directed in outward direction, then obviously it means at every point, and also you know that V is inversely proportional to R. Means greater will be the distance, less will be the electric field. So in this case, if you will go in the outer direction, then at this point P, the potential will be greater in comparison to this point Q. One more thing, let's write. Let me write here Q by R. I'll tell you why I have just written it. So in the case of positive charge, let's suppose that this positive charge is of strength Q, and this is inversely proportional to this R. So R, if R is going to be greater, then potential will be less. Means potential at point A, due to less distance, it will be greater than potential at point Q. So when Vp is greater than Vq, then it means in another word, simple Vp minus Vq, if you will see, that is greater than positive. 0. It means that its sign is Vp minus Vq, that is positive. Clear? In the second case, let's see the same thing. Here 2 points are also given in the field of negative charge. So these 2 points are A and B. So at these 2 points, if you will see this inversal formula, means B inversely proportional to R. So according to that, the potential at A should be greater than the potential at B. Clear? But still here, as this charge is given negative, so in this place here will be minus Q. That's why I have just written it. So minus quantity in greater amount, that will be less automatically. So it means that if from this formula at A this is going to be less, but now it will be higher than the B due to negative charge. Means greater will be the negative charge, less will be the potential, at its smaller points, means or nearer points, means potential will be greater at the farther apart point in the case of negative charges. So this is very clear from this discussion that this potential VA, this will be less than potential VB here. This potential is less than this, as minus greater minus value is less than the less minus value. So from this discussion, as VB is greater than VA, then VB minus VA is also, this is positive. So in this way we can explain what will be the sign of the potential by using this concept that you know already, and by using the concept of work also. Now second question here, that is, give the sign of work done by the field in moving a small positive charge from Q to P. Now it is given that we have to move a small positive charge from P to Q, then what will be the sign of work done here? And this is also one more thing, it is given by the field. There are two types of work done. First is the work done that is done by the field, is by the field or field is doing some work. So whenever field have to spend some amount of energy, then that time that will be negative. And when it has to spend or it is needed some amount of, yeah, that's it, field will spend energy, then this will be negative. And if field is gaining some energy, then that will be positive. Means if work is done on the system, then the work done by the field will be positive. But work done by the external agency, two things here again I am just telling you. Work is done by the field, work is done by the external agency. So whenever field will do some work, it will be negative. But when external agency do some work, then that time that work will be positive. So there is difference between these two works that you have to understand here. If work is done by the field, that will be negative. Work is done by the external agency, that will be positive. So in this case, as in the question, it is by the field it is asked, and we are moving a positive charge plus Q from this point P to Q to P. It is given. This is Q to P. We are moving any charge in this direction. So first of all, let's see as at point Q, as we know that Vp, this is greater than Vq here. Clear? And also, as this positive charge, in two ways I will tell you what will be the work done by the field here. So as work done is defined as stage charge that we are bringing. So suppose plus Q0 charge we are bringing. So plus Q0 into this potential. So from this discussion here, as potential Vp is greater, then work done at point P, this should be greater than work done at point Q. So it means if the work done at point P is greater than work done at point Q, then whenever we will move it on this system, means from Q to P, then field has to do some work on the system. It means that work is doing by the field, because if you will see here WQ minus WP, then change in work done from here to here. Here is work done WQ, here is work done WP, and we are moving it from W to Q, Q to P. So in this way, from here we can easily see that this will be negative. So work done in this case, that will be negative. In three ways I am going to tell you this thing. Try to understand that. In first case, by mathematical way you can understand work done will be negative. In second case, as at these 2 points potentials are different, and due to that difference, as here potential is greater than this and work done is greater than this point, then it means that field has to do some work here. That's why the work done will be negative. In third way, if you want to understand, as this is positive charge, this is also the positive charge, then these two positive charge will repel each other. Means and the repulsion will be greater when it comes to the nearer point. Means near the distance, closer the distance, greater will be the repulsive force. As you know that force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the two charges. So if distance is decreasing, it means that force of repulsion is increasing. So here this charge will feel less repulsion than this field. So here it has to do less work in comparison to this point. So whenever it will come into this field, it has to do some work, extra work. So that's why if work is done by the field, then obviously this work done is negative. So in these three ways you can understand it. Now if it is now clear, then let's see the third question in this. This is very important question also called the sign convention. How can you understand and in which way work is done by the field or by the external agency? So let's see that question also. One more question we have, that is, give the sign of the work done by an external agency in moving a small negative charge from B to A. Now it is given that in the second here from B to A we are moving a small negative charge. Suppose that this is minus Q0 charge that we are moving from B to A. So what will be the sign of work done by the external agency, not by the field we are talking. So again you have to see the word that is given also. If by the, I will tell you both of the option, by the field and by the external agency. So in this case, whenever, first of all, let's see the mathematical way, how can we understand it. So in the case of mathematical way, as we have seen already that the potential at this point B is greater than A, as B is directly proportional to Q by R. So as this is negative charge, so negative quantity is greater than that particular quantity will be less. So VB is greater than VA, that we have discussed already. And if VB is greater than, by the concept of the work, that is Q0 VB, this will be also VB is negative, Q0 is negative, then overall work will be positive. So this will be obviously work done at B. This will be greater than work done at A here. Sorry, I think for that I have to see already. Work done, I think at A, that should be greater here. As this is our term, and minus Q0 if we will write, yeah, this is also the same quantity, that's not, just let it go. And this will be equal to, as we have this W, this is Q0 into VB, and this is negative. It means that work done at the point A, that will be greater than work done at the point B here. So work done at point A, this is greater than, due to negative sign, work done at point B here. So as work done at point A is greater, it means that on moving from B to A, any negative charge, field has to do some work there. So as field has to do some work, then work done by the field, that will be negative. But if we are using any external agency, means we are supplying some energy from the outside to move it from this point to this point, then definitely as we are feeling greater work, greater force, then we have to supply some energy. Whenever we are supplying energy by the external agency, that is positive. So it means that whenever we will move it from B to A, and that time the work done, that is, or sorry, work is done by the external agency, that will be positive there. In another way, let's understand it also. As this is negative charge, then negative charge repel each other. So as these charges repel each other, and you know that as force of repulsion is inversely proportional to R square. So it means whenever force will particle will come to this point A, it will feel greater repulsion in comparison to when it will at point B. So as force is here greater in comparison to forces at B, then here we have to do less work to put the particle or charge here in comparison to this point. So whenever we are moving any charge from B to A, we have to do some work by the external agency. So that work will be positive, as we are supplying this energy by the external agency. So these are the basic questions that we have discussed. One more question here that is based on this. and number of question actually can be here. Next question we have, does kinetic energy of a small negative charge increases or decreases in going from B to A? So as this is the small negative charge that is going from B to A, then here it is asked that what will be the effect on the kinetic energy. So as you know that kinetic energy, that is half mv square, and also here as you are seeing that the force of repulsion is greater at this point in comparison to this point B, means whenever particle will try to go from B to A, it will feel more retardation, more repulsion, more resistance. That's why it will not be able to move with that greater velocity as it has before. Means its velocity will retard due to the repulsion of the charges. Also, in another word, as you know that the law of conservation of energy, means particle has the electric energy, or in another word we are saying it electrostatic potential energy. So that potential energy is converting into the kinetic energy already. So whenever that potential energy is using to overcome this force, it means that its kinetic energy will decrease here. Whenever whole of the potential energy will be converted into kinetic energy, that time velocity will increase. But here in this case, as particle is feeling repulsion, then if it has to move from B to A, it has to do some work by the field. By the field means field has that energy, potential energy, that it is going to dissipate, going to oppose the repulsion. So it means that that energy is dissipating. Due to that, its kinetic energy decreases whenever it will go from B to A. And if the reverse question I will ask, what will be when we are moving from A to B? So as in the movement from A to B, the repulsive force that will decrease. So due to decrease in repulsive force, less dissipation in potential energy occur. So greater will be their kinetic energy. The same question can be asked for this. Next thing, in this one more question can be asked. Suppose we have any negative charge and that is moving from P to Q to P in this field. So what will be the sign of the, or what will be the effect on the kinetic energy there? So whenever any negative charge that is moving from P to Q, as you know that here for the negative charge, as it is positive, it will apply attractive force. So if particle will feel attraction by the field, so already it means that it is attracting, it is supplying some energy to the particle. So particle will move with the greater velocity. So whenever in the same question, if suppose we have taken positive charge here that is moving from B to A, so that velocity will increase due to force of attraction. But whenever we are taking negative quantity, then its kinetic energy will decrease due to repulsive force there. So these are the basic questions that we have discussed here on the basis of field lines, on the basis of work done, on the basis of electrostatic potential. I think that is very clear. Number of questions I have just taken by this figure. Next concept that we have to study, that is equipotential surface. So this is also very important concept, like we have discussed before in the case of electric field, Gaussian surface and electric field lines. In the same manner, equipotential surface serve a lot to us, and it gives us knowledge about the field, potential, work done, and energy of the system, and whether we have to do some work whenever we are moving any charge or not. So such types of information it is giving us. So let's discuss it. So by name, as it is given, equipotential surface. So equipotential means where the potential that is same everywhere. So simple in summarized way, if I will say, equipotential surface are those types of surfaces where electric field is equal, or sorry, electrostatic potential, not electric field. Electrostatic potential is same everywhere. So suppose we have any surface, this is a surface that I have taken. So on this surface, if you are calculating potential, So at every point, if we are just obtaining same potential on this surface, then that time this surface will known as equipotential surface. So this is, I think, now clear. And for example, there are number of equipotential surface, but one example is surface of any charged conductor. So later we will discuss also charged conductor. So this is the example of equipotential surface. If we will see the surface of any charged conductor, then that surface behaves just like the equipotential surface. Means whenever we will calculate potential, then that potential will be same everywhere. Next, here, what are the important properties of the equipotential surface? This is very important section, and these properties helps us a lot while we are solving numerical problems, while we are just trying to understand electrostatic potential and its effect and its consequences. So first property is here, no work is done in moving any charge on the equipotential surface. Means suppose we have any equipotential surface and we are now moving any charge on this. So the first property of equipotential surface is that we don't have to do any work whenever we are moving it on the equipotential surface. So we can prove it also. Suppose we have any surface that is like this, any surface we have, and this surface is equipotential. So this is the direction of electric field we have, and now suppose this is point A and we are moving this from point A to B, and any charge plus Q charge we have. Suppose this plus Q charge we are moving from A to B, and this is the equipotential surface. It means that everywhere potential will be same. So let's calculate what will be the work done at point A and what will be the work done at point B. Means what will be the change in work done whenever we are moving this point from here to here. So work done is given by charge into change in potential. Obviously work done is charge into potential, charge into potential. If you will just take the difference, then directly it will be charge will be common, and difference of work potentials will be there. So directly let's use that, the charge on the charge that we are moving and multiplied by the change in or difference in the potential at the 2 points. So as this will be VA minus VB, this is the change in potential here. Now as it is equipotential surface, then it means by definition it is clear, VA is equal to VB. So as it is clear, then its difference will be 0 and this work done is 0. Means there is no work done when we are moving any charge on the equipotential surface. So this is the first property of equipotential surface. That is, let's summarize it also. Work done is 0 here. Second property is here. Electric field is always normal to the equipotential surface at any point. Means if we are drawing any equipotential surface, then if we are taking the normal direction, perpendicular direction, then that direction will represent the direction of electric field here. So, but what is the reason why electric field is always only in normal direction? Why it is not in any other direction? So for that reason, let's just take the direction of electric field in any random direction. Suppose this is the direction of electric field we have, then if it is just making angle theta with the axis of this equipotential surface or this direction, horizontal direction, then this component of electric field will be here E cos theta, and in this side E sin theta will be here. Now if we have to move any charge on this equipotential surface, then this due to this one more thing, later I will tell you this relation, but directly let's take it. So the relationship between charge and potential here. So as E is equal to given minus dV by dr. So this is the relationship between electric field and potential. So in this way, if here the electric field at every point that is different, so whenever extra electric field will be here, E cos theta. Already electric field E is working here and its horizontal component is also working in this direction. So due to this presence of this extra component in this direction, whenever we will move any charge, now suppose we are again moving any charge from A to B, then due to presence of this field, some difference in potential will occur here whenever we will move it over the some distance. From here you can see easily that some value of potential that will occur here. So it means that now potential will change at every point whenever with distance it is moving. This value of E is, suppose it is uniform, but if we are moving on it, then distance is changing and due to that potential will change, and that violates the concept of equipotential surface. So it means that there should not be any horizontal component of electric field here, so that the force or work experience or potential that is obtained by the charge, that will not change over the point to point or over the surface. This potential should be same on the equipotential surface, but by this concept, as potential is changing, so this is not possible, then electric field can be in any random direction. So electric field will be only in this normal direction where no horizontal component can be obtained, means horizontal component of electric field is 0. So the change in potential due to distance, that will also be 0, and no of the work we have to do there, so no violation of the concept will be there. Simple second concept is that this electric field, its direction will be always normal to the surface of the equipotential surface. Now let's see the third property of equipotential surface. So the third property of equipotential surface is that equipotential surfaces are always closer together in the region of strong electric field, and they are farther apart when it is going in weak electric field. It means that whenever the strength of electric field will change, then according to that the closeness and hardness of the electric field lines or equipotential surfaces, that will also change here. Later I will tell you what kind of equipotential surfaces will be there if we have different types of sources. So first let's prove it. How can be this is depending on the electric field strength for the spacing between actually equipotential surfaces. So as I have just taken one concept, means relationship between electric field lines and electric field and potential here. I just told you, later I will derive this also. So in this formula, as whenever this term, both term you are seeing, as there is no change in the potential, means potential is constant in the case of equipotential surface. So this A is inversely proportional to this change in distance, and this dr change in distance is showing the distance between any two equipotential surfaces here. So whenever electric field strength will be greater, it is increasing, then this dr will decrease there. So if dr means spacing between the equipotential surfaces are decreasing, then due to decrease in the spacing between them, they will come closer to each other. So it means in the strong or intense electric field, these equipotential surfaces will come closer to each other, and when this strength will going to be weak, then due to weak strength, obviously if its value is decreasing, then its value will increase there. So it means the distance between two equipotential surfaces, that is increasing. So due to increase in equipotential surface, obviously the field surfaces will go further apart to each other. So they can prove it easily. Next and last property is that here, no two equipotential surfaces can intersect each other. So this is again the same concept as we have discussed in the case of electric field lines. Means two electric field lines cannot intersect each other. Reason was that if they will intersect, then they will represent two direction of the electric field at the same point. So in the same manner, if two equipotential surfaces will intersect each other, then at the single point they will represent the two value of electrostatic potential, and that is not possible. means if they are intersecting, they are giving anywhere this cross section point, intersection point, 0 point, it means that their values is going to be changed. But as the value of potential is not changing over the equipotential surface, it means that the intersection concept violated that the concept of equipotential. So no two equipotential surfaces ever can intersect each other. So these are the properties of equipotential surfaces that we have discussed here now. So I think friends, today one question that I have discussed, a number of sign problem that we have seen here that are very important, and another number of questions manually I have taken in that problem also, and later equipotential surfaces we have seen and their properties we have seen. That is all I think clear, and later we will see what will be the shape of the equipotential surface for different types of point charges or sources that we have. So let's see that in next class. For today, let's end it here.